and the guys are here, people here for that games. That's tremendous support. What a great fan base. Tremendous. Thank you for that. Very proud of our team. Thought we competed in the game well. Thought we did some things good and bad. They come out and played very well for us. They played hard, man. They jumped out into a 7-0 lead on us. We gave up some plays, had a 3 and out on offense. They got on it, and then we hit the big run and got things going. But I think we battled back and played really good. I thought offensively we were very efficient in the day. I think that first half there I think we had 5 possessions, scored 3. We had 2, and then we hit 3 in a row. Was very proud. Scored 2 minutes before the half was huge. We got 14 points on the board without them touching the ball. In other words, got to 2 minutes before the half, and then come out the first drive of the second half and scored again. It was 14-7. That took it to 28-7. I thought that was huge in the game and where we were, and then got a stop and then went to 35-7, 42-7, scored consecutive drives, and that's 2 weeks in a row we've done that, did a better job of that, learning how to do it and finishing in the red zone. Third down wasn't good in the first half, then finished really. I think the third quarter we were excellent on third down, missed a couple of the 2s at the end. And where we ran the ball very well. Isaiah was excellent in the game, but our offensive line did a great job. Our tight ends did a good job. Our receivers, Kellen getting us in the right plays, doing those things in the run game. Cordarian had some great blocks and runs in the game also in there. So the young guys keep making plays and doing the things they got to do. I'm trying to think. Very proud of then the passing game got going, the plays got made, and we did the things we had to do there. Defensively, started out a little slow. They were moving the football. We lost contain a couple times on runs and scrambles, and they got some drives. And then we straightened it up at halftime. I think the third quarter we had 200 yards and they had 36, and I thought it was huge. We got domination at that time. But man, they were playing our tails off that first half. Thought punting, we kicked the ball well, covered. We had one kickoff that came out there. Was a shame. Other than that, we covered kicks very well, punted the ball very well, and you even saw some of the young guys. Nick hit some great punts. And when our kickoffs, when we took man out, we were still hitting the balls out of the end zone. We got some great kickers. Guys are doing a good job in that area. But defensively, some young guys, a lot of guys got to play. Senior day today was a big day. And a lot of walk-ons got in at the end. And I mean, Howard got him a strip sack. Eric Young got a first pick. There's some different things growing. But those young players keep getting better and better. Older guys are doing a good job. And got a lot of room to grow. Got 3 weeks. Got a week to get cleaned up and healed and get better. And then get into game week and play 3 games down the stretch. So got a lot of football left. But congratulations, our team got bowl eligible today, which is huge. And another goal in which we have in place. So just keep sawing wood.
Questions? Third row on the right, Brent, and then left.
I'm going to guess you've never had a senior day where you honored 3 scholarship seniors, but what does that also say about the future of your program?
Well, hopefully, our guys are out there. I mean, and they got playing a lot of young guys that get better, and if they keep developing, that means the future can be very, very bright.
To the left, Olin, and then Gabe, then Christy.
Jimbo, how would you describe your demeanor at halftime, and what was your message at halftime?
To finish, I wasn't upset. I mean, because they were moving offensively. We got the momentum at halftime. Was to keep the momentum. All right, listen, they stung us. We got to make the adjustments on defense. Offensively, we've been moving the ball very well. We got momentum. Let's keep momentum. Let's go out and get points the first drive. Let's get a stop on defense. Then let's go get it up to a 4-score game and start to stretch this thing and learn how to finish and play toward each other and build on the momentum you build at the end of the half. And just, we were just trying to fix the mistakes in which we had and clean things up.
To the right, Gabe, and then Christy.
Spiller really turned it on today. What do you continue to see, and how important was it on a day where you didn't use a lot of QB run to just line up, use 28, and run the ball?
You got to. I mean, you got to be able to do it. And I think, but now part of that happens because people have to play the QB run. I mean, that's a gap that people have to play on the edges. They can't squeeze. They do some things, so that's going to cause some problems. So the more we can create that without the QB run is good. So when the QB run comes or the options off of that are good, it's a complete team thing. And I thought we blocked very well up front. Tight ends, receivers, everybody did a great job down the field.
Right
and he hit holes.
Christy?
Spiller had 3 really long runs, and 2 of them were for touchdowns. How big is that for momentum and just kind of a shot in the arm?
Well, it is. I mean, just when you can hit those one, especially if we're down 7-0. And I mean, bang, 7-7. Then later on we hit it. I mean, when you hit those one-play drives, it demoralizes people. I mean, it does. It takes the heart out of guys on the other side. It takes a mature team to bounce back for that. And on offense, it gives you that adrenaline, that shot in what you did, and we kept building off of it. He was the catalyst today.
Front right, Travis.
How hard has Spiller been working on possessing the football, not giving turnovers over the past couple weeks?
Spent a lot of time with it. I mean, early he did that. I mean, like I say, early in understanding what goes with it and the responsibility that goes carrying it, and how really when you get in a game, how those guys really come after it. I mean, you think you know till you get in there with some of those guys and how it's coming, but he's growing each and every day.
Time for a couple more. To the right, Gabe.
Where is DeMarvin Leal at right now with his
Getting
development?
better and better. I mean, and giving us time, giving us playing time, rushing, being more physical. You see his development just keep growing and growing.
To the very back, Daryl behind the lights.
Coach, can you talk about where you're at now going into another bye week with the last 3 to come?
Well, hopefully we got great confidence in what we're doing. We can see that we're getting better in a lot of areas in which we played at, and you can see the consistency, and hopefully they can see it and understand why they are playing well. Because they know everybody says why you play bad, you fix it. And when you play well, you got to repeat it, and you got to keep building on it and keep the same intensity. You can't let up. You can't relax. You got to reload. You can't relax. You got to reload, and you got to get yourself going. Because these last 3, I mean, South Carolina's going to come in there trying to get bowl eligible when they got a great football team. Have defeated Georgia on the road, and you got to go to Georgia. And you got to go to LSU. So there's going to be 3 great games, and we're going to have to get better and better, knowing that we're going to have 3 great SEC opponents coming in. But we got some great opportunities in front of us. Hopefully, we've learned from the past.
Right side, Rich, then to the left, Justin.
What changed the first quarter to the rest of the game in the secondary, and was part of it to do with the injuries that you kind of had to make adjustments
No,
with?
I think with the injuries, we got good players. I mean, I think we started getting better rush. Thought we getting more pressure. Thought we started clamping down. I mean, we started, got some urgency about us and started doing what we were capable of doing, which we should have been doing coming out the gates.
To the left, Justin.
Coach, what did Calzada? What did he take from his performance? Obviously, the pick.
Well, people didn't realize he was going to have a touchdown the first drive. We had a guy snap a route off. He was fixing to throw a touchdown the first drive, right off the bat, and the guy ran a route, broke. I mean, he's getting ready to let it out of his hand. You saw him one time, and it went like that, and the guy broke the route off. Just a young guy made a mistake, so it could have been great confidence. He ended up throwing a pick. But we got to play better around. We didn't protect him well, and he made a mistake on a read and throw it out there. But he'll learn from it. But you got to get in. That's why we got to get him in there as much as you can, get him playing as much as you can. I think he's got a tremendous future and going to be a great player. But you got to go in there and go through those growing pains and things that go on. But, I mean, if he throws a touchdown the first drive, how do you know how that affects what goes on there too? So, you didn't see that. You only see the pick. So, in that regard, different things happen for different reasons. We know why, but I'm very high on him, and I think he's going to be a good player.
Down front, Travis, and to the left, Olin.
Like Rich mentioned, Damani and Elijah both not suited today. Update on those guys.
Hopefully their injuries will be back. South Carolina, we're hoping.
To the left, Olin.
Yeah, Coach, is it a concern that that y'all took so long to get started and take the lead and things? You said that you should have done it earlier.
Well, no, they had a drive and we stopped. We stopped them. We had one drive and they scored. Then the next drive we scored. Then the next drive we went ahead. We only had the ball 3. We scored 2 out of the first 3 drives. We only had a 5 second half. I mean, so that's happened. Not really. I mean, you'd like to start from ahead, but also I like to see us have composure to be able to come back when the guys make a play and come back and execute then got to stop. And we scored, got the very next play, we popped it, scored, then we stopped them. Then we come right back and scored again, got up 14-7, got stopped. They held them, then we did a 2-minute drive and went up 21-7. We had 3 out of 5 drives. So, they kept the ball the first half a little bit on defense. I wish we could have got it back a little more, but that's a good test for a team, and that's the way games are going to be played. You got to handle momentums. You got to handle and a lot of those drives came on long drives. We backed up on field position.
To the right, Gabe, you wrap us up.
It was good as McCormick. Really, he's a good back. How encouraging was it after allowing 230 plus on the ground the previous 2 games? They only get 93.
We did, and we popped. They got a couple runs early. We didn't get across on some blitzes inside. We didn't get across on a pressure twice, and they hit some inside runs, and we got that fixed. And then we played the run very well. We usually play the run real well. It was very encouraging.
All right, Coach. Thanks very much.
Thank you.